This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visit of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storms and tempests and a flaming devouring fire." Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out. And this is a news article from MSN.com, from the Weather Channel, from Jonathan Erdman, if I pronounce his last name right. This is about like 1 hour ago, and it reads, Typhoon Mawar, if I pronounced that right, of the name of the typhoon, could be Guam's strongest in 20 years, with destructive storm, surging winds, and flooding rains. It says Typhoon Mawar is heading towards Guam with destruction, storms, surge, high winds, and flooding rain, in what could be the territorial's strongest, closest strike over 20 years. It says the typhoon warning has been issued by the National Weather Service from Guam, as well as Rotha, an island about 40 miles northeast of Guam. And while the Mariana Islands are the most immediate danger, Mawar also has an uncertain future after striking storms that could eventually pose a threat to other parts of the Western Pacific Basin. Here is what you need to know about the typhoon. Where Mawar is now, Typhoon Mawar center is currently to the southeast of Guam, moving towards the northwest. As you can see the top map below, some of the outer rain bands well away from the center of the Mawar was causally swept into Guam and the Marianas with heavy rains and some wind gusts. Here is the typhoon timeline. Tropical storm conditions may begin in Guam later Tuesday, which might make final preparations for the typhoon difficult. Guam is 14 hours ahead of the U.S. Eastern Daylight Time. It says bands of rain will continue to push through Guam and the Mariana as the typhoon draws closer. The closest approach of the center and the most severe impact is expected near Guam or the Rotha Islands sometime Wednesday. Conditions gradually improve in the Mariana beginning Thursday. Mawar will then likely intensify into super typhoon. Meanwhile, the winds of 150 miles per hour after leaving the Marianas will then have to watch when Mawar will curve to the northwest, then north, and then the northeast beginning this weekend. It says the later and less sharp the curve, the bigger the potential threat to the northern Philippines, Taiwan, and Japan next week. It says people in these areas should monitor this forecast in the days ahead and be prepared in case it eventually becomes a threat. Here are the potential impacts. There is some uncertain regarding the Mawar's attack path. For now, here is the latest thinking from the National Weather Service in Guam. It says a storm surge, a life-threatening surge up to 4 to 6 feet, locally to 8 feet above normal tide levels, and possible Wednesday near the coast in Guam and Rotha. Battering waves will ride atop this life-threatening storm. Lower but still significant storm. Its surge is possible in Saipan and Tinian especially along the south and east facing shores. So I ain't gonna read all the rest of that. But of this potential storm that's coming towards the Guam, because you know Guam is the United States territory. So this could be Typhoon Mawar, could be the Guam's strongest storm in 20 years with destructive storm surge and winds and flooding rains. And we'll bring out to Isaiah 29 and verse 6 again. This is the book of Isaiah. And this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. And I'm going to read it again from edification's sake from BibleGateway.com, KJV of the Holy Scriptures. And it reads, Thou shalt be visit of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake, and great noise and storms and tempests and the flame of devouring fire. Right, this tropical storm Mawar is going to come to Guam. I believe they say it's going to start Tuesday and all the way into Wednesday as well too, with heavy surge of raining and storm as well too, and high winds over 150 miles per hour is going to occur on Tuesday afternoon, I believe. And they said in the Guam area where the storm is going to take place could be the strongest storm within the last 20 years. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying of this recent news article of this storm about to hit the United States territory of Guam in that region over there. And this could be the strongest storms in 20 years, according to the news article. And from the Weather Service Center. And once again, so with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying in the backing up of the Holy Scriptures and pertains to this news article as well too. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for pushing His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.